So between now and the 2025 NFL Draft, everybody and their mama is going to come out with their, voice crack. That's awesome. Is going to come out with their list of prospects that they think their respective team should draft. And we planned on doing a kind of a Raiders draft profile for all the players that we really fell in love with. And we put it out to you guys. You guys overwhelmingly said yes. And basically, also we got a comment from one of y'all. I'm going to look it up right now. One of y'all said to leave out, I believe it was Jalen Milroe. I love it. I completely understand it too, because I also do understand that at the end of the day, this is one of those things where there's going to be guys that just don't fit or jive with your particular team, which, again, I completely understand it. So I'm just looking for my comments here. So, again, I got 101 reactions from you guys. Thank you guys so much. I think it was, let's see, blah, blah, blah. I got to give you guys a shout-out. So Mick Raider King 5690. Sounds great. Just get Jalen Milroe's name wiped from your memory banks. Fair enough. Also, some of you guys out there, once again, we do give shout-outs for our channel members. So those of you that do continue to come in for more content, we love giving you guys shout-outs and everything. So, anyway, today we're going to talk about Cam Ward, who is, I would say, largely considered either the consensus #1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft or #2, because, I mean, the way it's stacking out with the Titans and the Browns and the Giants, there's obviously going to be a run on quarterbacks at some point in the draft. Whether it is the top of the draft, middle of the draft, doesn't matter. There's going to be a run on quarterbacks. But Cam Ward, to me, is arguably the best passer in this draft, where he has a live arm. Actually, let's get into it. So, spent a couple of years there at Washington State, where, was the starter, showed some different things and everything, but then made the transfer to Miami, playing in a tougher conference and everything, or at least in my opinion. Over 4,300 passing yards, 39 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Really made the jump. Also named an All-American this year, was 4th in Heisman voting. And, like we said, he was a guy that the more you watch him, he's got everything you want. He's got that live arm. He is a playmaker, and just trying to always find a way to put his team in the best possible position to win. Now, does he get a little careless with the football? I would argue that at times he can be, make a questionable decision, but I don't think he makes reckless decisions. I think he makes decisions that make you just say, hey, pump the brakes, dude. I don't think he obviously doesn't throw a ton of picks, but you want to reel him in a little bit, which I think that can be done with the proper coaching and everything. But he is a playmaker. He makes all the throws at all of the levels of the defense, and really goes through his reads. He's not really just locked on to one receiver, which, we've seen with a lot of quarterbacks for the Raiders. Gardner Minshew, not naming any names. Also, we've seen it with Aiden O'Connell too, so he's not exempt from this in any way, but he does go through all of his reads, and there's the athletic upside to where, he can do a lot of different things. Now, there's some things to improve on. Obviously, there's the gunslinger mentality where you do have to rein him in a little bit, but I would much rather have that than, the other way of being way too tentative and not taking any shots downfield. And I think, he does have a tendency to play a lot of hero ball where he kind of knows that he's the guy and he's got to make a play, which, again, I don't necessarily have a problem with. Obviously, we only care when they throw interceptions, right? And I do think he needs to run more safely, because we don't need our future franchise quarterback injuring himself out there more. But, I do think that for Cam Ward, there's a lot of comparisons right now to Geno Smith, which I think is astute. I think he's got everything you want in terms of intangibles, head smarts, and all that kind of stuff. I think he's got a good arm. And I do think that if we're just talking about a pure passer and a pure playmaker, I would argue that he is the most complete quarterback in this draft. And so the Raiders, as they do their homework, obviously they're going to be on some different players and everything, but Cam Ward is that dude, and I fully expect him to be at the top or neither top of a lot of people's draft boards, especially when it comes to the quarterback position in this year's draft. But like we said, he's a playmaker. He's got that dog in him. He's got everything you want in a future franchise quarterback, and I definitely think that he would be a guy that you could justify taking with the #1 overall pick if you get the right pieces around him and just rein him in, let him keep his confidence, because that's such a big thing with rookie quarterbacks where if you get him help and can keep his confidence, he can be pretty dangerous down the line. But overall, let us know what you guys think about our Raiders draft profile for Miami quarterback Cam Ward. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.